As a designer, I draw virtually all my inspiration from nature. And if you're looking for solutions to design problems or the future of design, it's all there in nature. I'm Mitchell Rae from Outer Island Surfboards, and I've been shaping boards professionally for 55 odd years or more. I started surfing down at DY in about 1962, and I made my first backyard homemade board when I was about 12 years old. From day one, when I first rode a surfboard at the beach, the feeling was amazing and I was hooked. Surfing for me is the highest form of self-expression and interaction with nature. It's the dance with the goddess. My quest to make a better surfboard, to ride a perfect wave in a better way, more speed, more control. And I'm still on that journey. I still find occasional light bulb moments where I make a breakthrough, as well as the constant journey of refine and design. I was gifted to do some surfing and hang out with George Greenough in his heyday, which would have been 67, 68, through that period, and surf Lennox Head, witnessing what he could do on his flexible spoon. And it was amazing. He was far ahead of everything else that we were all riding, and it became a quest for me to try and incorporate that type of flex into a stand-up surfboard. I've been working with what I call controlled flex. So I'm putting in these V stringers. They come from the nose of the board and exit the rail about a third of the way from the tail. And what that does is to give a rigid entry to the board so it doesn't belly out and slow down. And out through the back of the board, it has the natural flex properties of the material. The flex gives two distinct properties. One of them is a variable curve. So the harder you press into the turn, the board bends and it gives itself more curvature, more bottom curve. It's capable of carving a tighter arc. And then as you come out of the turn, you get what I call reflex or pop, where the material returns to its natural state. It's been loaded with energy during the turn, a bit like a spring or a wooden bow. It's subtle, but it's tangible. I've always done small numbers of hands-on, highly crafted surfboards. There's small collections scattered right through the country, and that's one of the most rewarding aspects of what I do, is that my boards, even the old ones, they last because of the way that I build them, and they're cherished. Very few people get rich in this game, but that is the riches of the game to me. I recently travelled to California to be inducted into the Surfboard Builders Hall of Fame, which was an incredible honour. When I was a kid, we would see the US surf magazines and watch the movies that came out of California and Hawaii, and I was familiar with the hierarchy of surfing which came out of Hawaii with the Duke, and then through to all the famous Californian board builders and surfers. But this particular category is for surfboard builders. Little old me listed there with all my heroes. I would have to say that was a real high point in my life. I've got nothing to prove, and I do it for the love, and I like to make very small numbers of boards on a custom basis for real people, and I get a lot of joy from that. I sometimes say to my good friends that I shape a board for, I say, hey, look, I'm going to pick a day when the sky is blue and the planets are in alignment and the world is in harmony, and that is the day that I'm going to shape your board, and I'm going to see if I can just get a little bit of extra magic dust into it, and that's how we're going to roll.